I've had enough. Can't take any more. Coffee drinkers, Coke drinkers, and the new one coming on the scene, water drinkers. The craziest story was when the police came to me and says, they're looking for you, they're coming to get you. You need to get yourself a personal protection weapon. Because she says, if you bring a gun in there, you're going to start shooting at customers. It's not going to end well for you.
So we're here in Bittles Bar with John Bittles, Belfast's most notorious...
Morning, man. Morning.
Belfast's most notorious barman, and he's heading to 50 years in the industry, and you've had enough apparently?
That's it, 50 years. Next year I'll be 65, 50 years in the industry. Official announcement, I'm done.
He's done?
That's me, I'm packed it in. I've had enough, can't take any more. It's all getting to me. They're coming at me from every direction. Coffee drinkers, Coke drinkers, and the new one coming on the scene, water drinkers. Not even Coke drinkers, water drinkers. Can't take it no more.
Do you refuse water if people ask for water after a Guinness? What if they buy a Guinness and then they want a water?
That there might be okay. But we're now going to get passes issued where if you have a valid medical condition, you have a letter from your doctor, we're going to issue passes for half-pint drinkers. So anybody comes along, they'll be able to get a pass, show me a wee letter from their doctor. So there's one guy at the moment.
He brings a letter.
He has a letter. He's a letter from his doctor to say that he has underlying medical problems and to say that he can't drink pints and he's getting half pint. So at the moment, he's the only one in the bar. He's got a Bittles Bar official half pint pass.
But no one else?
No one else at this stage. There's nobody else has came along who's produced a letter and if you have the letter, you can drink half pints. But your name had to be on the letter and it can't be photoshopped, it can't be made up, because we then ring your doctor to confirm that this is true.
How are you going to let out all your anger when you're not in the pub trade? What are you going to do? How are you going to let it out? Blow off some steam?
I'm packed it in next year.
What are you going to do? Your retirement?
50 years. I just thought about it to me. 50 years. I can't take this no more. I'm done. I'm finished. I've given 50 years, half a century. I'm done. I'm moving to Donegal.
Are you?
Moving to Donegal. That's where I'm going.
What are you going to do up there?
I'm going to walk about Donegal, up and down Craic, and that's me. I've had enough of a house up in Donegal, and that's where I'm going. Anybody looking for me, you know where to find me.
How many people will you keep in touch with up there?
Nobody.
What about your family?
No, they don't know where it is. No, it's going to be like a secret location, and I'll not be telling anybody where it is. I won't be telling them how to get to it, and I'll just keep moving about. And to say, keep moving about, it's hard to hit a moving target.
What's the Guinness like in Donegal?
The Guinness in Donegal, any of the places I go around, I don't drink the stuff, but any that I've seen, it looks all right.
So our last video took the internet by storm. Have you had much reaction since it?
All I'm doing is digging a big hole for myself. I've got myself into more bother than enough. Sunday, I say to myself, are these people for real? Where's these people coming from? Who's sending these people into me? A couple come in, a coffee. I said, no coffee. I wouldn't make myself a cup of coffee. I'm hardly going to make you a cup of coffee. A water. A water. And what I said, what do you want? A Coke. I said, you've got to be having a laugh. You've got to be making this up. So they looked a bit amused. I said, no can't do. Out you go.
Have you barred many people this month?
I have barred quite a few. What
did they do?
It's rolling on.
What was the worst offence?
The worst offence is these people coming in. The place is packed. They're looking, they're poking away at me, and they're saying, oh, I want a Coke and I want a coffee and I want a water. Water, look at pints of water now. This is a new thing. No, you're laughing. I'm serious. I can't take no more. They're walking in, complete strangers, randomers. I said, can I get you a pint? Yes, a pint of what? No, I want a pint of water. Get a bucket pint of that.
You're going to have a sign up that says no water drinkers?
No water. The signs, they can't be coming in here and looking pints of water. Can't be done. Maybe Henry's getting a pint. You might be able to get a pint of water with your pint, but you can't get a pint of water instead of your pint.
Fair enough.
This is one of our regulars here. This is the main regular in here.
What do you think of John Bittles?
Best barman you can get.
Has he ever bored you?
No.
No? Does he fit the criteria?
He fits the criteria.
What do you think of the Guinness in here?
The Guinness was perfect.
Best in Belfast?
Best in the whole world.
That's some claim.
That's a good claim.
Better than Dublin?
If you want to know what's it like, buy one and try it.
No, I've tried it. It's good. Very good. So over the years, what was it like barring people, like, say, during the Troubles and all? People take it the wrong way.
You just
You
had,
wanted, man.
you just had to take your chances during the troubles. Take your chances and hope it worked out all right there.
Well, you're still here, like.
Still here, but don't be coming back next year. I won't be here. This is
On Donegal.
I'll be, if you're looking for
I'm
me,
going to come find you.
if
Do an
you're
interview.
looking for me, it's going to be like at their Liam Neeson. I know where you are. I know where you live. I'm coming to get you. I'm going 50 years. I just thought myself, right, that's it, John. Call it a day. It's time to get out. I've had enough.
Is there any funny stories from the years of Bittles in the 50 years that you've worked?
The craziest story was when the police came to me and says, they're looking for you. They're coming to get you. You need to get yourself a personal protection weapon.
What did you do?
What did I do? I said, happy days. I'll get a gun. I'll keep a gun in behind the counter. Anybody comes in, gives any trouble. So you're laughing. I'd say, I'll just pull the rod out and say, right, there you are. Out there else. So at the time, my wife says, Ive Had Enough says, that's it, kid. They're coming to get me. They said to me, ground the Bittles. There's a letter. Go out and get yourself a gun. She wasn't too amused. She wasn't.
No.
She didn't go it. She says, "You're bringing no gun in this house. There's more chance of you shooting the customers. During the troubles, things were bad." And she's actually, she was right. She read the situation better than I did, because she says, if you bring a gun in there, you're going to start shooting the customers. It's not going to end well for you. So it didn't happen.
Did you shoot any customers?
I probably would have if it had went ahead, and my ex-wife at the time, if it had went ahead and she had said get it, there would have been casualties in here.
What's your blood pressure like?
My blood pressure not too good. Off the scales through the roof.
Brilliant. You give that. You give that to someone.
Yes, that's Henry's painter. How you are, Henry?
Give us a top list of things that can get you bored in Bittles Bar.
The things that can get you bored in Bittles Bar is asking for a half pint, looking for a pint of water, annoying the management. That can get you bored. Coke drinkers, water drinkers, coffee drinkers, all that. Those people, they don't blend in. They don't blend into the ambience of the bar. They don't fit the criteria. I said to a wee guy one day, I can't serve you. You don't fit the criteria. I said, can't serve you. You don't fit the criteria. Right. And then he ran away, and he must have thought about it, and then he came back here and me, oh, here's your mod coming back here. He's going to have a swing at me or something here. He says, how long? What do you mean I don't fit the criteria? What does that even mean? What is the criteria? I says, nobody knows the criteria. I'm the only one that knows the criteria in here.
It's like the Coca-Cola recipe. It's top secret.
That's it, top secret. Nobody knows what the criteria is. And then the criteria, a lot of times, is just made up there and then. I make it up on the spot. The door's open. I get a wee look at you. And I think, do you fit the criteria? So everybody, it's in here, they have passed the criteria. They're able to get in. I've said to these men here, you've passed the criteria, you're allowed in.
Has anyone got violent whenever you bored them?
If anybody got violent, lots of people, you do regularly get violent. Some people, they don't take it well. Some people, when they do get violent, and you have to say, look, you're on CCTV here. If you're going to kick off, it could be your face in the barracks. You give it all that there stuff.
Has anyone ever ended up in the back of a police car after going to Bittles? Did anyone properly kick off?
I remember, like, a couple of years ago, a girl came in quite late at night. She was quite drunk. She wanted a pint, but she had a pint in her hand out of somewhere else. I said, can't get served. You have a pint with you. You're too much drink on you. So I managed to get her out no more, get the doors closed. And she booted the door, wrecked the whole street, threw all the barrels on the road, threw all the planters on the road. And the police came, first policeman, she hit him a big kick up the balls, and it took 6 of them that sort of strapped her up. But she was like wild off her head, full of drinking drugs. Oh, she was one of the craziest I've seen for a long time.
Found a review online, and somebody gave you a 1-star review.
Right.
And said, honestly, just had the most odd experience. Walked in and asked him if he was open, as it was empty. Man behind the bar replied, it's a stupid and ridiculous question, and said, yes, we're open, but we're not serving you. Thought it was a wind-up, until he said it again. Just walked out and got a pint next door.
That would have happened. So what happens is, somebody will walk in here now, and there's customers in, and they'll say, are you open? To me, if you walk into a bar and the bar's open, The barman's done serving pints, people are sitting drinking, and if people say to you, are you open? To me, that's the most ridiculous question anybody's going to ask me. I just say, well, you go somewhere else. If you're going to ask such a ridiculous question, I'm not going to serve you.
What other stupid questions do people ask in the pub?
They walk in, they look at all this stuff, and then they say to you, do you sell Guinness? I always say that's the most ridiculous question anybody ever asked me. Go somewhere else. No, they're put out. They're put out. The most ridiculous one people ask me is, what's your Guinness like? What's your Guinness like? I say, the Guinness is now off.
Have you ever been barred from any pubs?
Yes, I've been barred for a whole lot of pubs.
What pubs?
I can't name them. No, I've never been barred. I've never been barred nowhere. But I don't go into a lot of pubs. I have this conspiracy theory that the people you've barred will be out to get you. So, as a rule, very seldom go into pubs. They're out to get you. They always say, I'll fucking get me back at you. I'll get this. So,
You wanted man around Belfast.
that's it. I'm not going to leave myself out and get into another pub.
Would you ever run for office or anything?
No, I'm getting myself into enough trouble. I'm not running for anything. At the moment, that's all I want to talk about. You've got the big story. I'm done. I'm finished. My 50 years is up. I'm away. I'm out of here.